Hello comrades, it's Captain Communist here, and today, since it's Halloween, I'm going to be making a video explaining to you all what I think of it. Halloween, one of the most celebrated holidays in the West, and the second highest grossing commercial holiday after Christmas, isn't largely viewed as a holiday which is capitalistic in nature, which ironically is exactly why businesses and capitalists are able to make soaring profits of it. I have nothing against people celebrating Halloween, whether that may be going trick-or-treating, egging a Tory politician's mansion, lighting a bonfire, going to fireworks displays, or going to parties and whatnot. But what really annoys me is that whatever the reason for the love Halloween receives, marketers and businesses don't care. It's music to their ears and zeros in their profit margins. This brings me to why capitalism is such a flawed system. Capitalism is a flawed system for the simple reason, the way it works, it soon produces goods that nobody can buy. Capitalists do not produce for the fun of it. They do not produce because we need the things that they produce. They produce to make money. And how do they make money? Who are the biggest buyers of the merchandise? They are the ordinary workers. Workers get employed by a capitalist, and when the workers are employed, they work, add new value, only get part of the new value that they have laboured to produce, paid to them as wages, and the rest goes to the capitalist. The capitalist can only use part of it for their personal consumption, because even a capitalist cannot eat 100 chickens, even a capitalist cannot live in 200 houses for the same night, and even a capitalist cannot have 300 cars for the same day. So most of the new value then goes towards productive consumption, like setting up establishments which make more money. But in order for these establishments to survive, there has got to be sellers and there has got to be buyers. However, ever since capitalism became a system, around about 1825, and the fact that it constantly impoverishes the working class, it has witnessed an endless series of overproduction crises when things cannot be disposed of. Halloween is always thought to be a time of fun, scares and pranks and whatnot, but it's clear to me, and I'm sure it's clear to you too, that Halloween is actually a time for capitalism, because the money that is spent in the shops prior to the 31st of October every year, and not just Halloween, but every day in fact, gets distributed in a very unequal way, as the new value, which is the money that you hand over to the worker at the till, does not go straight to the worker. It gets stolen from the worker, put in the capitalist's pocket, and the worker only gets part of it paid to them as a wage to survive. The law says that nobody has a right to take anything from you without your consent. The law says that your employer does not steal anything from you. You have agreed to work for your boss for certain pay, for them to have all that you produce, because you consented to it. The law says that they did not steal anything from you. But did you really consent? When the highwayman holds his gun to your head, you turn your valuables over to him. You consent, alright, but you do so because you cannot help yourself, because you are compelled by his gun. Are you not compelled to work for a capitalist? Your need compels you, just as the highwayman's gun. You must live, and so must your family. Wherever you work at, whoever your employer may be, it always comes to the same. You must work for them. You can't help yourself, as you are compelled. The only difference is that the highwayman's way is called stealing and robbery, and is forbidden by law, while the capitalist way is called business, industry and profit-making, and is protected by law. The whole capitalist system rests on such robbery, and that is exactly what capitalization on occasions like Halloween does to the workers. It robs them and eventually leaves them impoverished.